What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about the Spellbook, a new Max for Live device from Hypnus Records, which is a XY coordinate modulation source where the XY values are derived from the movement of various sacred geometric shapes. So today I have a shift register patch where I have 8 voices all being sequenced from a different output, and it sounds like this. So if we take a closer look, I have my channels. I have the spell, which is my spell book. It doesn't have to be on the same channel as what it's modulating because you can map it to anything in your project. So I just gave it its own channel. And then I have my synth group, which has 2 subgroups. This is kind of the main output for all of the different voices. So I have a high pass filter and Smacko's tape station on that. And then in my subgroups, I have an X group and a Y group, and those correspond to the 4X outputs and the 4Y outputs. Spellbook doesn't require you to use 4 and 4. You can do any combination you wish. All of these channels can be set to either the X or the Y, and then further inverted and clock divided and multiplied, and in this case phase shifted. And then their range can be attenuated. Here we have it down to 20%. That's the small yellow line. And then you could offset it from the center, but I have them all in the center here. Also, each parameter can be mapped to 2 destinations. And if you use something like the CV Tools, I believe it's CV Utility device, you could map something to one of those knobs, and then you could route that to as many 8 outputs, I believe. So you can get creative with this and really control a lot of your patch. Here, though, each output just goes to the pitch device on each of these voices. And then I have a MIDI note triggering the note, so it's just a note on message. Let's mute the other channels. We can just listen to the first voice. I'll mute the whole Y group. So voice 1 on X is getting its pitch from this first output. It's getting triggered on the first beat, first 8th note. And then its pitch it's basically like a sample and hold into a quantizer. So it's like running an LFO into a sample and hold and quantizing it. The LFO in this case is our spellbook, and then our voice is the analog. If I bring in the rest of the X voices, each of these is just shifted in the MIDI note by 1/8 note. And then I'm using the spin feature to phase shift the value that is being output. And I have them panned so you can get a little stereo movement, and you see each one as they sort of cascade through the shift register. So then our Y voices are exactly the same setup, same patch, but we're deriving their pitch from these 4.